Welcome, cinema lovers. Today, we're revealing the list of the 20 movies that your cinematic life is incomplete without. We'll start from the newest and work our way back to the classics of the Golden Age. Get ready, because these films will change your perspective on the world forever. 1. Everything Everywhere All at Once, 2022. Have you ever imagined that your ordinary life is just one thread in a multiverse? This film is an emotional bomb that blends philosophy with absurd comedy. It stuns us with its wild journey through dimensions, posing a bold question. If everything is possible, what truly matters? A visual and intellectual experience that will make you rethink every decision you've ever made. Don't just watch it. Experience it with every fiber of your being. 2. Parasite, 2019. A Korean masterpiece that tears through social layers before your eyes. The story of a poor family cunningly infiltrating the life of a wealthy one, turning the game into an unforgettable dramatic conflict. The symbolism in the film is genius, and the screenplay keeps you oscillating between stifled laughter and psychological terror. The film poses a shocking question. Who is the real parasite? It is a harsh yet beautiful lesson in contemporary cinema history. 3. Mad Max, Fury Road, 2015. This is the real action cinema that George Miller reinvented. A single, insane chase through a barren wasteland, packed with profound meanings about power and survival. The reliance on practical effects rather than digital ones makes every shot breathtakingly realistic. The adrenaline will pump through your veins, and you won't need dialogue to understand the characters' screams. A film that proves cinema is the language of motion before it is the language of words. 4. Whiplash, 2014. You'll hate music, then love it madly. A terrifying conflict between an ambitious student and a sadistic teacher who believes perfection justifies destroying the soul. The editing here is not just a sequence of shots. It's a living rhythm that accelerates with your heartbeat. You'll struggle to breathe in the final scenes while watching this battle of wills. The film poses a difficult question. Is greatness worth selling your soul for? 5. Inception, 2010. Welcome to the world of dreams where there are no laws of physics. Christopher Nolan creates an intellectual maze that will make you doubt your own existence. The story of stealing secrets from the subconscious through intersecting dreams, delivered with stunning and innovative visuals. The inventive scenes made the impossible feel entirely real. If you haven't watched this film, you haven't tested cinema's ability to manipulate consciousness. 6. The Dark Knight, 2008. Not just a superhero movie, but an epic crime drama. The Joker here is chaos incarnate, and Heath Ledger's legendary performance is a state of acting that will haunt your dreams. Nolan puts the city through a moral test that will make your nerves shatter. The film completely changed our view of the concepts of good and evil, offering a dark cinema that is rarely seen. Do we deserve the heroes who sacrifice their dignity for us? 7. There Will Be Blood, 2007. Daniel Day-Lewis delivers a terrifying performance as a man who sells his soul for black gold. A journey into the depths of human greed and the conflict of power, religion, and the future. The film builds a silent tension that explodes in moments of unexpected brutality. It makes you realize that some humans carry a black hole that swallows everyone around them. A heavy, shocking, and essential experience for understanding the dark nature of ambition. 8. No Country for Old Men, 2007. An existential chase where evil shows no mercy, but instead lets a coin decide your fate. The Coen brothers abandon the musical score to let silence express the terror. The film poses a haunting question. Is there room for justice in a world that has lost its compass? The performance is calm as a corpse yet carries explosive energy. If you love films that challenge your intelligence and leave you with existential questions, this is your top choice. 9. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, 2004. What if you could erase a person from your memory forever? A journey inside the mind of a man trying to forget his lover, only to discover that the memories of pain are part of his identity. The imaginative portrayal of memory makes science fiction feel like a painful reality. Jim Carrey and Kate Winslet deliver a performance that touches something deep in the soul of anyone who has loved and broken. A masterpiece that makes artistic pain something beautiful that cannot be forgotten. 10. City of God, 2002. A realistic cinematic scream from the slums of Rio de Janeiro. The story of children carrying guns before toys, in a struggle for survival amidst a world that knows no mercy. The visual style is breathless, and the fast editing feels like an endless nightmare. What makes the film genius are those human moments that emerge amidst hell. A lesson in rising above impossible circumstances that will change your perspective on reality. 11. Spirited Away, 2001. Hayao Miyazaki creates a mythical world that surpasses any live-action film in its imagination. Chihiro's journey in the world of spirits is a story that transcends age and language. The visual creativity in every frame makes you wonder how these details were drawn with such precision. The film carries profound symbolism about work and identity. If you haven't watched it, you don't yet know what human imagination can build. 12. The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring, 2001. The beginning of a trilogy that changed the face of fantasy films forever. The world-building of Middle-earth here is the standard for everything that came after. The idea of the ring as a metaphor for power that corrupts the soul makes it a timeless story. The human emotions here are real, making us care about the fate of these companions on their suicidal journey. The film reminds us that even the smallest creatures can change the course of history. An unparalleled cinematic adventure. 13. Gladiator, 2000. An epic historical piece where Ridley Scott revives Rome with blood and sweat. The story of the betrayed commander forced to fight as a slave to seek justice. Russell Crowe's performance lets us live the pain and glory of Maximus in every sword stroke. The combat scenes make you feel every moment, and the music pushes the excitement to the sky. A film that touches our innate desire for dignity and immortality. 14. The Matrix, 1999. Is our world just a digital simulation? This film changed cinema concepts forever. The philosophical idea is profound, and the visual techniques are stunningly innovative. A film that makes you always wonder, what is real? The dialogue isn't for entertainment, but lessons in awareness and waking up. If you haven't watched this film, you are still living inside the matrix imposed by society. An experience that will make your screen look different. 15. Fight Club, 1999. A film that screams against conformity and consumerism in a ruthless and chaotic style. The story of a man who discovers his dark side in a fight club that gathers those who reject the system. The plot twist in the film will make your brain stop working for a moment. The film challenges you to stop being part of the herd, an experience you don't go through without changing inside. Would you like to be part of the club? 16. Pulp Fiction, 1994. Tarantino overturns the rules of cinematic narrative with genius. The story doesn't follow logical order, but weaves intersecting threads of crime and fate. The contrast between extreme violence and black comedy made the film an unforgettable icon. The eccentric characters feel like people you know, and the dialogue is sharp and addictive. The definition of cool cinema that doesn't follow any rules. 17. The Shawshank Redemption, 1994. The film that proves hope is a superpower that breaks down walls. The story of an unjustly imprisoned man teaching us how to keep our souls free behind bars. The dramatic patience in the film makes Andy's small daily victories epics of the spirit. You will laugh, cry, and feel hope in the film's darkest moments. A film that touches your heart, and the reason it tops history's favorite movie lists. 18. Schindler's List, 1993. A cinematic monument to pain and humanity. Spielberg, with his black and white cinematography, places us in the heart of the Holocaust to show us a ray of hope amidst the darkness. The story of the man who saved thousands of souls is a lesson in responsibility and remorse. The visual scenes are hauntingly powerful, and the film reminds us of the necessity of humanity in a world that forgets quickly. Don't watch it for entertainment. Watch it to remember. 19. The Silence of the Lambs, 1991. A mental showdown between a young investigator and the genius killer Hannibal Lecter. The creativity lies in the silent tension and dialogue that acts as a deadly weapon. You aren't watching ordinary fear, but a plunge into the depths of a sick human psyche. The film redefines your fear and makes you doubt every stranger you meet. An unforgettable experience in psychological thrillers that makes other horror movies look like children's stories. 20. Goodfellas, 1990. Martin Scorsese takes you inside the world of organized crime with all its noise and violence. The narrative is fast, the chaos is fun, and loyalty costs blood. The film is a lesson in how to portray betrayal, greed, and the rise and fall. The dialogue will become part of your own vocabulary, and the scenes will make you feel like you're living their lives. A cinematic masterpiece that is the true gateway for anyone wanting to understand the Italo-American school of cinema. This list is our journey through cinema history. Tell me in the comments which film is your favorite. And do you think there's another film that should have been among these 20? Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time on Top Movies.